Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of A Journey Through Crafting Azeroth. Today I am showing you guys Mulgore. This is personally one of my favorite World of Warcraft zones. I just really like the rain. The rain! The rain! Excuse me while I toggle the downfall. God. Alright. Once that clears up. Okay. Okay, rain. Please stop now. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're in Mulgore, and the first zone I'm showing you, or the first little area I'm showing you, is obviously the starting zone for the Tauren, and that is, of course, Camp Narache. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's got old totem poles and stuff. And I think, considering that it didn't really have enough browns to work with, I think it did a nice job of doing orange instead. I mean, it's not perfect, but it could be better. I mean, it could be better, but it's pretty good. And I actually think there are certain texture packs you can get that could make it even better. Alright, yeah, moving on. So, you're level 1, and you get your first quest, and you're like, alright, I gotta head down this way. La-di-da-di-da. Now, I don't think this area actually has a name, but there's a few quests in this area. You get up to around level 5 before moving on, if I'm not mistaken. And over here we have the Bamblescar Ravine. Pretty sure I got that right. So these are all the thorns with the stupid quill boars and stuff. I did not like that they spread it out. What the heck is going on over here? Okay, we got some lizards. We got a water dragon, some dragonfly. Got some squid. Some interesting stuff going on over here. Alrighty. So now that we've done that, I'm going to head back over to Camp Narache. It's the wall! The Great Wall of Mulgore! Oh, that's what I always called it. It is very... I mean, honestly, if anybody came up and tried to siege the wall, it'd break instantly because it's made of, like, skins and stuff. You know, honestly, I had no clue that there was a path over here. What happened to the path that made you, like, wind around the mountain unnecessarily? Whoa, those were the days. Those were the days. They're like, shortcut now. Defeat the whole purpose of the wall. Since there's no gate, there's just kind of like an entranceway. Alright, so I guess nowadays you come down this way. And moving on to our next location. Now, the thing about Mulgore as well, it's a really beautiful zone. There's not a whole lot of interesting stuff to show you. Like, there's lots of different locations you go to, but it's not really... I don't see a point in showing you, so I'm going to focus more on just Thunder Bluff later, and I'll show you like the main villages along the route and whatnot. So we're actually coming to Bloodhoof Village, which is one of my favorite towns in all of Warcraft, unsurprisingly, as I do like the Tauren a lot, and I like how it's kind of circled by the lake. So Bloodhoof Village, this is like your first place where you train. Got some girlfriends here from that other mod, or spawn mod. So you come in here. It's a little lower than it usually is, and there's a couple of magic trainers in here, mage trainers and stuff. And this is that big ass totem pole in. Good times. That's where you get your first. That's where I first started crafting. All your crafting trainers are in there, and random building number 42. And over here we have Stonebull Lake, which is going to be hard to show because it is quite large. But if you can imagine, like, as you can see here, it's kind of like a big ball, two balls attached by a string kind of thing that circle the village. No laughing at all. That was the best way I could explain how this lake is shaped, but honestly, not very well done, I suppose. Anyway, good news, guys. I'm actually getting a new mic that doesn't suck ass, so in theory, I should have a crystal clear voice soon. Unless it's my laptop that's the problem, which would really suck ass. But I don't think it is. So, got some enchanted golden cows or whatever. So, you're about to leave Bloodhoof Village, but then there's this guy here. He's crying. And if you're like me, you're like, what's wrong? Well, actually, that's not really. I was like, I don't give a fuck about you. But when I found out he was missing his dog, I was like, oh no. So then you had to chase Kyle around the village for 10 minutes trying to get him to eat that piece of meat, and it drove you insane. And the last place, it's a real shame it's not here. That is, of course, the Kodo cellar. The cellar of Kodos. Honestly, wasn't the biggest fan of Kodo, but they were pretty cool. That's probably just because I wanted a raptor really bad, and I got my raptor. Got it. I got the Black War Raptor. It's the only time I ever did PvP because I wanted that Black War Raptor so bad. That shit was cool, man. Alright, I just want to show you one thing over this way. Da, 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 da. See, there's the other ball at the end of the stream. Guys, immaturity levels, come on, don't laugh. Another wild girlfriend. So weird. So over here on this hill, this cataclysm got rid of it. I don't think it did. Yeah, this is. Oh, I forgot the name of it. I'll have it on screen though. But it was like that destroyed caravan thing. The destroyed wagon. There's the venture company guys there. Good times. Good times. I keep pressing M, expecting a map to come up. Not even kidding. Jesus. So I'm assuming that's like a fallen tree. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a fallen tree. Somewhere over this way is a well. We had to do the quest with 3 wells, and it took forever. It's very annoying. Did it again. I nearly pressed M again. Jeez. I'm trying to find the road. I'm trying. So this is probably going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. You know, considering that I like this zone the best. But there's not a lot going on. Not going to lie, but Thunderbluff is bitching as hell. Nobody was ever there. It was a ghost town because everybody was in Ogremar. I'm kind of lost now. You know, for render distance far, it's really not helpful. Here's Thunderbluff. Yeah, okay, we found it accidentally. That's okay though. So you're traveling down the road. You're probably around level 10 at this point. Depends on how curious you are. If you know you're supposed to be leveling, then you probably ignored Thunderbluff, but I was like, holy fuck, that's cool. And I was like level 8 or something the first time I went there. So, you get here and you're like, elevator of awesome. I do have to say this, as for most of their defenses, the Tauren have shit. Like that wall that protects Camp Narache is shitty as fuck. But honestly, Thunder Bluff, you could destroy all but one elevator and it'd be hella defensible. The only thing you have to watch out for is like grapplers. You could probably post lookouts and stuff and have like your main defense at like the one elevator. That's the problem. Like while it is extremely defensible, there are places where they could come up and grapple hook and stuff. But in theory, you would be able to spot a giant ass army coming up by grapple hooks, and then they'd be screwed. So it is really one of the most defensible. I think it's the most defensible city. Ogremar coming in a close second because they do have a bunch of walls and shit, and they are in a valley, so they also have a pretty good. The only reason I'd say that Thunder Bluff is better is because with Ogremar you could, you know, climb the mountains beside the valley that Ogremar is in with an entire army far away from where, you know, people wouldn't see, and then you have your entire army to just like parachute in somewhere. And I know there's parachutes in World of Warcraft because they use them in quests nowadays. Anyway, now that that sidetrack is over with, I am going to try and remember all the different rises. Although I don't remember this main one. I really don't. This is the one I spent the most time on. I don't remember. This is where you get your guild tabard, random merchants, trainers. Here's the auction houses. Yeah, nobody really spent a lot of time here. Guild bank. Interesting. The guild bank looks very interesting indeed. And then this badass totem pole of badassery. You can't deny that this thing is awesome. I used to get as high as I could go and jump off and see if I'd live. I usually didn't. Alrighty, moving on. And we go to the next rise. You know what? I fail miserably. I really do. I can't remember. What's it? It's a rainbow edge. Interesting. Didn't think I'd see your kind here. Alright, so this is... Well, I know that the enchanting guy, trainer's over here. That's pretty much all I know about this area. It's kind of just the travel rise. That's what I'm giving it. The name of travel rise. So over here we have the spirit rise. I remember things. Haha. And honestly, didn't spend a lot of time over here, but I'm pretty sure this is where all the shamans go. And they train. And then they added the Zeppelin over here that takes like for fucking ever to get here. So annoying. And obviously the coolest part of Spirit Rise is down here. And that is of course the cave that like runs underneath it. It's totally badass. Casual zombie. Kinda dark here. Can't see anything. Why it generated netherrack? I don't know. There's not even water in here. Well, normally there's water in here, guys. Obviously, this is a little bit of a... Oh, there is water. Okay, I stand corrected. Maybe I was just looking in the wrong place. It's kind of hard to see in here, obviously. But yeah, this cave is a lot cooler in actual game, but that's not terribly surprising. Anyway, moving on again. That's the cave. That's a nice view. That just looks so cool. Best looking city ever. Haters gonna hate me. Why did I just say that? Alright. Heading over to the Hunter's Rise, which is over here. As a hunter, I spent a lot of time on this rise. Sometimes. Not really. I'm lying. But, you know, if I needed training, that's where I go. And that's a pretty cool looking building. It's just, there's more convenient hunter trainers elsewhere, so it's kind of pointless. Again, another very unused rise. If people were in Thunderbluff, they're usually in that one over there. Over here we have, I don't know if this is a different rise altogether or what. I mean, since it's higher up, I assume so. So over here we have, I guess it's Bane Bloodhoof now, because Karen's dead. Karen! I miss you. So we have a son, probably the only good horde leader right now. Well, actually, yeah, let's think about that. Yeah, I'd have to say so, because now that Sylvanas is, like, basically making people undead against their will, that's kind of mean. He's, like, the only good horde leader. Like, I guess before, like, when Sylvanas wasn't actively changing people into undead against their will, it was, you know, she wasn't that bad. Like, she was a little brazen, but other than that, and then obviously Thrall was a great leader. Okay, this is the Elder Rise, and it's where what classes go here? Basically, all there is here is class trainers, and I think there's like a first aid trainer right here. I could be wrong though. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. Give you a nice overhead look of Thunder Bluff. Looks really nice, and I know it's a little bit short of an episode. Next week is going to be Teledristle. I know I've been telling you guys, like, oh, I'll do the Goblin Place. But then I got too lazy to go find it, so I decided to do Thunderbluff. And I know the first week I lied to you too. I'm serious this time. Next week, Teledristle. It's going to take me for fucking ever to get there, but I will do it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in next week. See you later.